Yo, what's up guys? My name is Ant, or Anthony, whatever you want to call me. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So, thumbnail, title, you already know what I'm talking about today. The Nike Hyper KO1 boxing shoes, okay? I have the black and silver colorway, okay, in a size 8.5. Okay, that's the size that I wear. I'll get into sizing in a little bit. But I wanted to cover this shoe. I just got a little inspired on the way home and last night and today, because I was looking at the Nike Machomai 3s, which are the big brother to the Nike Machomai 2s, which I'm going to do a video on these as well, okay? So the Hyper KO1 is a shoe that has been around since I want to say maybe 2016, 2017. It got discontinued, I want to say in 2019 or 2020, anywhere in that time frame, because I believe around that time is when the Machomai 2s or the Hyper KO 2s released, which this is the Hyper KO 2 that you're looking at right here. I will also do a review video on this, don't worry. But this shoe also just got discontinued. Not that you can't find it, you can still find it, but as of May 2025, they are no longer making that shoe, manufacturing that shoe in preparation for the Hyper KO 3, okay? So this is the 1, this is the 2, okay? I'll go over the differences, and then when the 3 releases, I'll do a video on it, okay? But yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna just be straight up honest right off the bat. This shoe is overhyped, okay? I only got this shoe because I wanted to see what the hype was about, and I really liked the way it looks, and that's really the best thing it has going for it. It looks like a really cool shoe. This colorway, Dimitri Bivol made it very popular when he started, fighting and everything. Well, he's always been fighting, but I guess once he started to blow up a little bit, everybody started seeing the shoe a little bit more on him, and then this specific colorway got ridiculously popular, the black and silver. Don't get me wrong, it's freaking fantastic, it looks great, but in terms of performance of the shoe, it is extremely mediocre, and I'm going to get into why it is that I think that in this video, okay? So starting off, the build quality is very solid, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very solid shoe. The upper part of the shoe here is a little more flimsy, but it's not gonna be as flimsy as the Machomai 2, which I'll show you here just so you can kind of see the difference. Like if I can literally flap this shoe around, right? You see it's very flimsy, okay? So this is gonna stay a little more sturdy, right? The shell right here is just staying intact. The only thing that's really moving are the laces, okay? But if I tuck those in, there's really no movement except the laces that came out again, okay? Another thing that I wanted to show you guys to kick this off is that this shoe is pretty much around $200 after shipping. They no longer make it anymore, so there's a 99% chance that you're not gonna be able to get this shoe anymore. So if you wanna buy this one, send me $500, size 8.5, it's yours. I don't want it. I'm joking. I'll probably keep it just, as a collectible, and I'll still probably train in it and everything like that. But I definitely have other shoes that I prefer, okay? But where I was going with this is that if you want the feel of this shoe, but better, the Nike Machomai 2 is the exact same thing. I mean the exact same thing, okay? The only thing that this does not have, that this has, is the little strap right there on the toe box, right? Sorry, on the toe area. It doesn't have that little strap, right? So it's a little more flat. You don't have all that. But man, for the price difference, granted, they just stopped making this shoe, so you probably won't be able to find it anytime soon unless you go to a local boxing shop or something like that. Shout out to Fight Shop in Houston. They got me hooked up with these Nike Machomai 2s. But yeah, no, even putting this shoe on now, it's just so much better. Like, I'll show you. It's this is the 2 right here that I have on, right? Excuse the socks, that's the 2. Okay, that's the special edition. and the Hyper KO1s feels like a worse, more uncomfortable version of this shoe. And the reason for that, honestly, has to be, in my opinion, because of the material they used and everything in this portion of the shoe. It feels very restrictive, whereas the Nike Machomai 2 feels very loose. It feels very, I guess in a sense, easy to form to your foot. Like, it doesn't feel like your foot is restricted or anything along those lines once you put it in. Whereas the Nike Hyper KO1 feels like it's trying to constrict your foot into the shoe, right? Which I understand. Obviously, you know, the shoe, it's not going to fully open up and expand for like super big and wide feet, but it just feels unnecessarily uncomfortable. And with time, maybe this can change, but I feel like I've used this shoe enough in sparring and training to just tell you completely honestly, like, for the price, $200, I mean, literally the only thing it has going for it is that it's so cool. Like, it looks so cool. The high arch support that you find right here on this part of the shoe, right? The Nike Machomai 2 has the exact same thing, but just more comfortable. I guess the downside to that shoe is that it doesn't have the strap and it doesn't look as cool. But where it lacks in that, it makes up for in the cost. It's half the price. It's around $100 to $130 depending where you get it. And it's just a lot more comfortable. And the Nike Machomai 3s, which just released, is an even better version of that. And this, it's the best Nike shoe that they've released, and I'll do a review on that. But yeah, guys, I know some of you are going to be disappointed, and I don't mean to like bash on the shoe. Like, it's if you can get your hands on it, I think it's like worth trying and see if you like it. But for me, it's just, I wouldn't buy this shoe again. If I did, it would only be just because it looks really cool, and that would be very like I guess like surface level for me, because in terms of performance of the shoe, I just don't really love it. And that's just me being completely honest, and I'm not trying to be like a hater or anything like that. And I'll go ahead and put the shoe on just so you can see what I'm talking about, but I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not trying to like stand out. I'm just being raw and honest about my thoughts on the shoe. Okay, so here we are, the Nike Hyper KO2, the Hyper KO1. Go ahead and lace it up. Right, I like to do the ankle right here. Boom. You don't have to do that. You can just use the little holes it has right here. Bam. Right? And this part feels good right here. Everything from here back just feels super uncomfortable. I'll stand just so you can see. Everything just back here feels like, look at how it, I guess you can't really see it from this angle, but it just bends in a very awkward way because of how thick this material is back here. I'm not too certain what it is, but it's like a thick shell, right? So if you look at this, you see it's very thick. You can't even squeeze it. Whereas with this one, it's very similar, but softer. You see, you can actually squeeze it a little bit. So when I put this shoe on, right, number one, it's a little easier to get on, right? Because the material is very flexible. It literally just feels like it slides on. Simple as that. Boom. Pull the laces right here. I also like to lace these around the ankle. That's just me personally. Finish up front, just like this. And then boom. Like, I don't know. I'm just being honest, guys. I don't love the way this shoe feels. And again, this could change with time, but I like this shoe, the Nike Machomai 2, a lot better than the Hyper KO1. But you may love the way this shoe looks better than this one. So that may be a big thing for you, you know, if you really, you know, if that really matters to you to a huge extent, you might like that a lot more, right? And in comparison to the Hyper KO2, I'll go ahead and put this one on just so you can see like the biggest differences. It's a completely different shoe. This The Hyper KO2 does not have a high arch support, so it's not going to be similar to the Hyper KO1. It's actually not similar at all. The only thing that is similar about these two shoes is the name, the Hyper KO1 and the Hyper KO2. But in terms of feel and fit, they could absolutely not be any more different. Probably the only thing that I'd say is very similar is that the Hyper KO2 at times can feel a little restricting like the Hyper KO1, right? So again, just gonna lace them up just so you can see. Let me get some lights. Cool. Hyper KO1, high arch support, good if you want to bounce on your toes, take a step, it kind of like propels you a little bit. Hyper KO2 does not do that. If anything, it feels like the heel, this part right here, is slightly lifted, right? Which I'm guessing their intent was to help you do that, but it really doesn't. It's just more comfortable in a sense that it fits like a sock, right? It almost feels like there's nothing on your foot, whereas the Hyper KO1 feels like there's something there, and not in a good way necessarily, right? So both of these shoes are good in their own right. Do I think they are both worth the price? Let me get you back up here so I can deliver the news for you. It's all personal preference. For me, for Anthony, I think the only reason I would get another pair of either of these boots is strictly the appearance. And there's a reason I don't have multiple pairs of these or another colorway of these. I'm just not the biggest fan. And you know, this is just my opinion. It doesn't mean that they won't be great for you. It just means that for me, they're not worth it. And yeah, I mean, I don't say this to discourage anybody from getting them. And if you want to try them, go for it. But for myself, it's just average, you know. The real winners for me, if you've seen my video on it, it's going to be the Everlast Elites. I do have two pairs of this, the same exact shoe, just different colors, because I absolutely love this shoe. This is a really, really good shoe. And then this one and the Machomai 3, Machomai 2, Machomai 3, fantastic shoes. Definitely go get yourself a pair. You're not going to regret it. You're going to be very happy with this shoe. Can almost guarantee it. Even if you have a wider foot, don't worry, the Nike Machomais will expand over time. All of the Nike boots will, but the Nike Machomai 2 will have a shorter break-in period compared to the other you know, Nike boots that I was referring to in this video. So yeah, guys, you know, they retail the Hyper KO1s at around $200 after shipping. I know you will probably find resellers selling it up to $300, $350. And then if that's worth it to you, I will leave that up to you. For me, Anthony, personally, I would prefer to stick with the Nike Machomai 2s or the Nike Machomai 3s, okay? So, yeah, guys, you know, like I said, I don't mean to discourage anybody from getting these shoes. It's just my honest thoughts. And I know particularly there's a lot of youth, like, you know, younger boxers that just freaking love this shoe, the way it looks, and they're asking their parents for it for, you know, Christmas, birthdays. Again, I'm not saying don't get it. I'm just saying, like, take what I said into consideration. And I know for a fact you'll be happy with the Machomai 3s and the Machomai 2s. Whereas with these, you'll probably be very happy with the way they look. I can't promise you'll be very happy with the way they fit, okay? And again, just to clarify, it's not a horrible fit. It's just overhyped, right? Everybody wants this shoe. It wouldn't be my first pick. It wouldn't even be my second or third pick. There's a lot of shoes I would pick over that shoe. So yeah, guys, just wanted to keep this video short. Kind of just wanted to make this video on the way home. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see any reviews on any other gear, let me know. I still have to do the Nike Machomai 2s, the Hyper KO2s, and those bad boys up there, the winning training gloves. Okay, so stay tuned for that. If you guys want to see anything else, just let me know. If there's any brands you want me to try, let me know, and I'll do my very best to get my hands on them for you. And yeah, I also want to do a review on the pound for pound edition of the Rival Guerreros. And I have not made a review, an updated review on these, because I made an unboxing video on these, like a first impression, but I haven't made a video on them, you know, giving a full review, which I will be doing that soon. Just to be honest, good glove, very good glove for the price. Extremely affordable, super durable for the price, very comfortable, easy to open. It's a good one, so don't miss that one, okay? Aside from that, hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you. Whatever you guys need, you know, let us know your thoughts. Well, I guess let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, God bless you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Speak to you soon. Peace.